Hello and thank you for joining me for this week's Angel Oracle card reading for week commencing the 19th of November 2018. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. We're going to be using the Angel Dreams Oracle cards again this week, as I feel that they're working really well, but we will change things up next week, I feel, just for a little bit of variety. But I really do feel like getting in touch with these subconscious ideas is quite useful for us. So I hope that you're well, and we are moving into more and more the holiday season. I'm absolutely stoked for Christmas. It's my favourite time of year, and really for me it is a time of celebrating and seeing the good things in life and having that gratitude, especially if it's been a difficult time for us lately, if it's been a difficult year. I always see Christmas as a way to sort of have that camaraderie with the people that we care about. You know, reach out, do more charitable things, donate, do a gift box, and just really have that team spirit and that spirit of humanity, regardless of what our beliefs are. And that's really how I do see Christmas, so that's why I'm so excited. Right, so we're going to pull our 3 cards. And just be aware of which card that you're drawn to, as this card is going to have the most significance for you this week. Although all of the cards will have a message within them. So we have card 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you're drawn to card 1, the word that comes up is moonstone. It's a picture of this wolf and the moon, and it talks about mystery and intuition. Interesting, I am wearing my moonstone ring today that I got off my mother, and I tend to wear it when if I'm having like dreams that I can't remember that I feel I need to. So it really helps me to remember and log that information more deeply when I'm wearing the moonstone. It also allows me to be more in tune with my emotions. I really do feel that wearing this ring helps me to control my emotions more, particularly towards the time of the full moon. But again, this card is about mystery and intuition. So it could be that mysteries are being unveiled to us, like the moon card in tarot. That isn't always necessarily an easy process, but it's a process I feel that is really important for us on our spiritual journey to understand certain truths about others, about ourselves. And it's also about intuition. So if our gut feeling is telling us something this week, we really have to listen to it. Please listen to your gut feelings this week. It's really, I'm just really getting the feeling that it is so important. If something in you is saying, don't go to this place, or do go to this place, you know, listen to it. We all have the answers within us to know what is right and what is wrong. And when we don't listen to our intuition, our lives can actually fall apart very easily. And you know, I've been through this myself, where I haven't listened to my intuition. I haven't listened to that inner voice, and life has become chaotic. We know what is good. We know what is going to help us. Listen to that. If we were drawn to card 2, we have the card Selenite. Wow, Selenite is actually I believe the Greek goddess of the moon. And selenite is a actual it's a crystal, really. It looks like these thin strands of ice almost, and it comes sort of like in a block. And so working with moonstone and selenite are both things that can help us within the moon cycle. It talks about spiritual activation and stimulation. So there is something within us, if we've been called to pick card 2, we are being spiritually activated in some way. This can mean that we have a bit of insomnia, sleeplessness, perhaps a bit of irritability, feeling quite emotional, but also feeling a bit like card 1, where we're getting to the truth of a lot of situations, seeing a lot of synchronicities add up as well. They're just really a sign that we're on the right track. That's the easiest way for God to communicate to us that we're on the right track, to give us those signs and symbols. But we may also find that we are overstimulated, so we can't sleep, can't switch our brains off. So finding ways to really tune out from the world, allow ourselves to have that rest. Perhaps writing down our thoughts on a piece of paper before we go to sleep just gets them out of our head and into that. If you've ever seen Harry Potter, I was talking about this to my partner some weeks ago, where Dumbledore, the headmaster in Harry Potter, he has so many thoughts in his head, and he's quite, aged. So he pulls the thoughts out of his head with his magical wand, and he puts them into this bowl. So if he ever needs to go back to the thought, he just puts his head in this bowl thing, and he remembers again. But they're not all stuck, like logged in his brain. And I think, the most human way we can do that is to perhaps get a journal and write our thoughts within them. We can always go back to them and look and see how we were feeling. But it just gets them out of our minds at that moment. And card 3, well, we have water. It talks about emotions, initiation, and rejuvenation. So this is really a card about getting in tune with who we are. Initiation, we could be starting a new kind of spiritual practice, or whether this is with a group or something that we're doing on our own, something that we're quite new to. And often when we're new to something, there can be so much excitement, and we really do have a good aptitude for learning at that time. So it's just soaking up as much knowledge and information as we can, but also this sense of rejuvenation and a fresh start. Baptism of ways. So if we look overall, we've got moonstone, we've got water, and we've got selenite, the goddess of the moon. This is all very watery stuff. This is all very emotional, changeable, clearing away the old, diving deep into our thoughts and feelings, very, very, all that intense emotion. So could be quite a few tears this week for us, letting go, feeling a bit blue, wanting to just keep the duvet over our heads, just working through stuff on a very emotional level. But that's okay, and it's okay to feel sad, and it's okay to mourn the past, and it's okay to fear the future a bit, and it's okay to worry about the present. I really believe that whatever we're in, whatever moment we're in, we've just got to allow ourselves to feel it. So very sensitive week. So please, we've just all got to be very gentle with ourselves this week, I feel. But it is a week of healing, and when healing takes place, we do know that new beginnings happen through that and from that. So I hope that you've enjoyed the reading this week. Thank you so much for joining me and tuning in each week. It means such a great deal to me. I'd love it if you felt inclined to like, share, comment, or even subscribe to this channel. And I'd be even more over the moon if you'd like to order a personal reading with me at www.alyssacruz.com. I've got a 10% discount code in the description box down below this video if you'd like to use that as well. So until we speak again next week, I'm sending you so much love and many, many blessings. Lots of love, Alyssa.